Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are reviewing Bardstown Bourbon's Discovery 6.
You almost forgot it was 6, didn't you?
I almost said 5, but it's all right.
5. We don't want to talk about
We've
5.
already done 5.
Yeah, we've already done 5. We were already, at least I was a little disappointed 5. But anyways, yeah, we're talking about Discovery 6 today. And let me tell you right now, I think it's better. As you can tell, I've already drank like half the bottle. So, but anyways, I know we've kind of talked about this before. Discovery Series is a blend typically of 3 to 4 different bourbons or whiskeys. They show the mash bill on the side of it. They don't actually say where they're from, but you can kind of look on there and figure it out just by doing a little Googling and a little detective work, honestly. So the first part is going to be 68%, and that's from Kentucky. That's the beam recipe. And then we have a 16% from Tennessee. That's going to be the Dickel. And then a 16% from Indiana.
16% is always Dickel.
And that's going to be MGP. So, yeah. And this is at a 111.1 proof. And MSRP is like around 130 to 150. And
I just saw it the other day for 130.
Yeah.
At Liquor Barn Express. So
that would be MSRP.
Yep.
So, but anyways, these are normally some of the best over the last couple of years. These have been some like the best releases that you can actually semi-find. They don't last forever, but normally once these go out, these will last, depending on where you're at, from like a week to like a month, depending on your location. Like we're still finding them random spots around here, and it's been out for what, a month and a half?
Yes.
So roughly.
Yep.
But yeah, but before we start this tasting and reviewing and all this fun stuff, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to us. You guys have been crushing it doing all that stuff here lately, so we're very appreciative.
We are definitely appreciative.
So, Dave, you haven't had this yet, right?
No.
I haven't. So this, to me, like this release of 6 is like so perfect, in my opinion, because this just has a whole bunch of fall notes that I love.
Yeah.
Like there's just such a nice, rich red apple kind of note from that is just awesome.
I do like. It's just kind of fruity smelling.
It is.
Honestly, it's just got a lot of fruit to it.
There's like a candy orange to it as well. It's like a very like, I don't know. It's like one of those just like nice, I don't know, I don't want to say Jolly Rancher because it's not quite that sweet, but.
No, it's not that sweet.
But it is.
I think you definitely get I think the apple shines through.
And there's also a little bit of like an apple cider note to it, which I love apple cider. Secretly, maybe my favorite drink during fall time.
Yeah.
That's non-alcoholic. So it's definitely the one I like to mix with whenever, a hot apple cider. All right. Man, that's so good. So just that palate just pops of more red fruit, vanilla. That apple just really, it's not that apple isn't as rich as what it is on the nose. That apple note,
but it's still really
it's
present.
Still there. Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just super fruity. Like it's very, and then you get a little spice there on the back end, a little cinnamon to it. It's just like, to me, and I don't know if it's just because we're literally in the middle of fall, so it just makes me think of it. But between the proof and the profile of this is just such a perfect fall bourbon that I wish I would have had on our list for best fall bourbons.
Best fall bourbon.
Go check out that list so that way you can see the rest of the bourbons that we had. But whenever you watch
this wasn't out yet, though.
This wasn't out whenever we did. We didn't have it. It wasn't out.
Yeah.
This would have made the list. I don't know what I would have bumped, but I probably just would have added it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you can always have 7 or 8 fall bourbons.
That's true. That's true. You can
10. You can have 10.
Yeah, you can have as many as
there's no limit. It has a really nice finish. I feel like it stays with you. And honestly, the heat is still kind of building, and I haven't taken a drink in a minute.
Yeah,
and it just kind of stays there and has a nice finish to it. Spicy on the back end. You definitely. I still think you have the fruit in there, but with a little hint of cinnamon in there too.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really like I'm sitting here thinking between some of the more fruity bottles we've reviewed, like that Smoke Wagon, as fruity as what that was. I mean, it's definitely not. This is different.
Yeah.
Same thing with like that Russell's 13. That Russell's 13 was very fruity, but it's different than this. That spice, that cider note. It's something that I want to say doles out that fruit, but it's not as rich as what some of these other bottles are. But it's so nice. That cinnamon note comes out really strong with that, and that finish on it just lasts a really good long time.
I think I have an agreement with you. I think this is better than the 5.
Oh, this is way better than the 5. I don't know if it's as good as like 4 or 3. I think 4 or 3 and actually 2 are all really, really great in their own right. But this is really good.
Yeah.
And it is a little pricey. I understand that. But it is.
If it says Bardstown Bourbon on the front, it's going to be pricey.
It's going to be pricey. But it is available. Like it is, I mean, for the most part, you can find it at retail. This isn't something that's been sold on the secondary for 2 or 3 times as much as what it is. So, which is
Bardstown is just not. I mean, there's not a heavy hit into the secondary market.
Well, I think some of their specialty stuff there is, but
yeah,
but I think people honestly just sleep on it. I think that's honestly the biggest thing. Like, if more people were looking for this kind of stuff, then I don't know, whatever it would. I don't want to say Blanton's because we all beat up on it.
There's nothing to beat up. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. I agree. But like, if you want something, especially for like the holidays, or you have like a Christmas party, or you just want something that drinks really special and nice for this time of year, right there.
I also like to bring things differently to the table too. Like,
it's true.
I have some friends that come over, and I know what they like. I know what they've had. They're not very experienced in the bourbon world, and I know I could give them a certain thing and they would like it, but I like to give them things that are like, oh, have you ever even tried this? This is a good thing to try.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth having on your shelf. I'd say try it if you are unsure about spending $130 to $150. But it's definitely a one to have on the shelf.
Yeah, for sure. If that price range is okay with you, I highly recommend getting this. If not, definitely try it. Because I think this bottle here, like I said, it drinks special. And it won't be around forever. It's not something like that's going to come out every single year. This will be, once it's done, it's done.
Done.
So, but yeah. So anyways, but let us know in the comments what you all think. If you all have had 5 and have had 6.
Any of the, of the
compare and
series,
contrast or whatever you all kind of think. So just let us know.
Yep.
So
sure. Well, until the next time, we'll see you.
See ya.